Hello, my dear friends from all over the world. What's up, people? Is everything okay with you guys? Talking to you is Rafael, your English teacher from Brazil, and your friend, of course. I would like to celebrate the diversity with you, my friends. I am here at the street market that happens every Sunday morning in the street here for this to celebrate diversity. I would like to celebrate diversity with you. I would like to show to you the faces of my Brazilian people, okay? Can you see them? Can you see the Brazilian population? Can you see blacks and whites? Living in harmony. Yes, this is who we are. This is Brazil right here, the faces of Brazil. This is the Brazilian population, and I am here to celebrate diversity. I am here to show to you, my people, to show to you the population of Brazil and, of course, the products of the vendors of the region. During Sunday mornings, the street here is closed for traffic. Cars are not allowed here because the vendors of the region come here to display their products and the population come here to buy. And let's celebrate diversity. Yes, I know that you are shy. I know that you are timid. I was very much timid when I was young. And I believe that I was a center of attention. I believe that I was the center of attention, that people looked at me and that people were judging me, that they were critiquing me, and that I was ugly, that I needed to produce a certain amount, I needed to be perfect enough to be accepted. But now that I know that I don't need to be perfect to be accepted by people, I am much more confident. Okay, my friends, Portuguese is my native language, English is not. But even though I was educated, I studied in a private school, my father worked hard to pay for me to study in a private school. I couldn't speak Portuguese, my native language, because of shyness. I was too educated. Can you believe this? That a person can be too educated, and because of that, you are shy. And the same with English. I was very much educated in English. I knew how to speak, but I didn't produce content because of shyness, and intimidation. And all you need to do is to start living instead of simply studying English. You're gonna have to live English, just like I am doing at the moment. Quit studying and start living. Okay, my friends, can you see the diversity here of the population? Can you see how different the people are? Some are black, some are whites, some come from other countries in Latin America, and some are brown like me. And of course, to lose your shyness, you need to understand what I'm understanding at the moment, that you are not the center of attention, that people mind their own business. Can you see the population here? I am in the middle of the crowd. And some of these people can take a look at me, but they will immediately forget, because I'm not Neymar. I'm not Leo Messi. I am not Leonardo DiCaprio. I am not Brad Pitt, okay? They are going to immediately forget what I'm doing. I am not a celebrity. That's why I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can do whatever I want. Okay, my friends? And let's celebrate diversity. Let's celebrate being in the middle of the crowd. Let's celebrate my own way of speaking, my own English, and my own Portuguese. It doesn't matter how many books you read, because schools teach language to us in a wrong way. I learned how to speak Portuguese in my house. I didn't learn how to speak Portuguese in school. I learned grammar rules in a course in a school for English students, but I didn't learn how to speak English in the school. I had to interact with native speakers of English to learn English. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to speak English. And as I wasn't able to speak Portuguese, because you do not learn how to speak in school. You do not learn how to speak in school. You learn in school grammar rules. You learn grammar rules in school. Your teacher only teaches you grammar rules. Your teacher is not teaching you how to speak. You're gonna have to do the job yourself. You're gonna have to teach yourself how to speak. And it was what I did to myself. Instead of relying on teachers to teach me how to speak, I taught myself how to speak. Okay, my friends, and I can only speak because of that, because I taught myself how to speak. I sought interactions with native speakers of English. I migrated to the United States. I lived there in the United States, and I worked in the United States. And some of the friends that I had in the United States told me that my English was better, much better than I believed it was. They informed me that my English was way better than the required. I work in the United States as a waiter. I studied English there, and here I am. I speak English at the same level I speak my Portuguese. Of course, I'm native to Portuguese and I know everything. There is nothing of Portuguese that I don't know. Okay, but in English, I tend to favor the academic version of English because I worked as a translator and I translated for the International Finance Corporation. I translated for the World Bank, these important finance institutions. And when you translate, you don't use curse words, you don't use swear words, you don't use vulgar language, other language spoken in the streets. When you translate, you seek to use the most advanced and the professional vocabulary because these institutions are demanding. They want you to use the best of the language instead of using spoken English, the kind of English used by the population, okay? So I just wanted to show to you, my people, I just wanted to show to you the population of Brazil and to celebrate diversity, to celebrate blacks and whites living together. I can see here many people and couples, women with white women with black husbands, black women with white husbands, and all sorts of combinations. And we celebrate diversity here in Brazil. Okay, Africa is mostly associated with black people. Europe is mostly associated with white people. But the idea of the continent of America is different. The idea of the continent of America is to embrace diversity. You can see blacks and whites living in harmony here. Can you understand? Of course, there is racism. Of course, there is racism, but gradually, increasingly, slowly, you can see that racism is diminishing. Racism is almost over in Brazil. Okay, that's why you can see this. That's why you can see that the population of Brazil is very mixed. Okay, many people living together here. And I'm traveling today. I'm going to the countryside. I have to take care of the other house. My family has another house in a different city, and I have to travel to the countryside to take care of the house, of the second house of the family. So before going there, I wanted to show to you the population of Brazil. Can you see these people yelling? They are yelling. They want to sell their products. And let's take a look at the products. You can see orange. No, yes, oranges here. You can see bananas there. But it is not the product that I want to show you. I want to just show you the faces of Brazilian, the faces of the population. I want to celebrate diversity, and by embracing diversity, you're going to be less shy. You are going to speak fluently your native language. I was so shy. I am telling you, I was so shy, so shy. I couldn't speak my native language. I couldn't speak Portuguese. I was born speaking Portuguese. My family taught me at home Portuguese, but I was so shy, so shy. I couldn't speak Portuguese at all. And here I am. I speak 3 languages now. I speak Spanish, I speak English, I speak Portuguese. And can you see that my English is as fluent as the English of a native speaker of the language of a person that was born and raised in the United States, a person that was born and raised in the United Kingdom. And it is by practice, it is not by studying. You have to quit studying and you have to start living. Simply do this, quit studying English and start living English. I am going to stop recording because it started to rain and the population is going to disperse because of the rain, but I really wanted to show to you the people. Previously, I wanted to show the products of the vendors of the region. Now I came here today to show to you the people, the population. Okay, my friends, so that's the video that I wanted to make. Let me see here what this vendor has. Okay, apples, papayas, bananas there, mango here. Can you see mango? Some apples here. Okay, so this side, I don't even know the name of this product. Okay, bananas here, I only know the most common because some of these are very rare. You can see these products only once. But that's the video, my friends. It started to rain and I'm gonna finish the video. I just wanted to show to you the faces of Brazilian, the population of my country, okay? And I'd like to live with this message. Embrace diversity. It is by embracing diversity. It is by talking to people of the cultures. It is by talking to people of the religions. It is by talking to people of the races that you are going to amplify your culture, amplify your knowledge. It is by embracing diversity. It is by talking to other people, people of other religions. Don't only speak with people of your own religion. Speak to people of other religions. Speak to people of other cultures, people that speak other languages, people that come from other countries. Embrace migrants. Okay, my friends, the earth didn't have borders before humans. We humans created borders. So don't allow this happen to you in your mind. Don't let people put borders limitations in your mind. Talk to people about the cultures, talk to people about the countries, talk to people about the religions, talk to people that were born in different countries, talk to people that speak different languages, and by doing this, you are going to embrace diversity, and you are going to feel better, and you are going to improve your perspective of the world, my friends. Okay, this was the video that I wanted to make. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye to you.